Hi, hi. Hi, everyone. Could I get a sound check, please? Da-da-da. It's good. Okie dokie. Hi, LP. Hi, Eternal Sugar. Hi, Say What Now. How are you? All right. How was my day? It was okay. I had a really late night yesterday. Not of my own choice, really. I just went to bed really late, and then I had to wake up. I didn't have to wake up really early. I was just woken up really early because my family was having a really early day. I didn't have to get up, but they did, which also meant that I woke up because I'm a pretty light sleeper. Sucks, but you know. Been playing. I hear that Split Fiction is really, really good. Like I hear it's better than It Takes Two, and It Takes Two was good. So, if Split Fiction is better than It Takes Two, I really wonder. All right. So, in regards to killer frequency, I actually had to go back into my own stream to figure out what was going on. Oh wait, shoot. My thing is not quite squared up. Hold up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Where was I going with this? Right, I had to go back into my own stream to figure out where we were at. But the TLDR is that we are working radio. It is what was it? Whistling night, I think it was, and a bunch of people are playing pranks, pretending to be this serial killer called the Whistling Man, who was active in the 40s. Was it the 40s? I don't know, because I think we are supposed to be in the 70s, 80s right now, right? So the serial killer was active in the 40s. And apparently he's back and going around and hurting the citizens. And because our town is so small, apparently we have to focus on being 911 all of a sudden. We have to be law enforcement. Reading chapter 14 AK. Ooh, lots of AK news recently, huh? Thanks, Ire. Hi. Night raining it up. Well, have fun. I'm guessing Night Rain is a game or something, but I hope you have fun with that. Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna continue. I think so far we've helped Jazz Lady, the newspaper guy. Never forget Ponty's Pizza. The frat boys. And I think we ended off with like it was the teenagers, and one of them was very brutally unalived. So we're gonna continue on with that. Let's take a look. All right. Press for Peggy or phone call. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Forrest Nash here. Listeners, we've got another caller live on 189.16, The Scream. What's on your mind, caller?
Hey, Forrest. I just wanted to phone in and say that I think I speak for everyone when I say that you're providing a real service for
Oh, look at that. Credit for what our work.
What you doing, man?
Well, I'm just doing my job, friend. Anyway, tell me about yourself. What's your name? Are you keeping safe tonight?
Yeah, man, I'm good, thanks. I'm at my roller rink, trying to get everything ready for the Harvest Festival tomorrow. I had a guy from Starling Security here earlier installing the Starling 4000 system, so I'm a little behind. As for my name, my friends call me Roller Ricky.
Roller
and
Ricky.
I now consider you a friend, my man.
Thanks, friend. You talk a lot. No self-promo. Throwback to Ponty's Pizza there. Thanks, friend.
We're friends now, huh? Well, That's kind of you to say. Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Sounds like roller skating is more than just a job to you. So is this vocational?
I wasn't always Roller Ricky. Once upon a time, believe it or not, I used to go by just Ricky.
Uh,
Yeah. Back then, things were pretty rough. I used to roll with a bad crowd. Not all bad, but there was one guy. Anyway, some bad stuff went down. I harbored a lot of guilt for a long time and turned to the bottle. I didn't really talk about it or even know how to talk. It's just how it was.
suddenly therapy
That
session.
bottle took the best years of my life. Or so I thought.
It's never too late, Roller Ricky.
How did you turn things around?
I joined a support group. I opened up about my problems, and sharing that burden just took so much weight off. It's a long story from there, but I found roller disco. I learned how to have fun again, cutting loose and making shapes. Now whenever I get down, I get down. I'm finally free from it all, man. It's important just to talk to somebody. That's the first step. Ain't that right, Max?
Doggo! Doggo!
Hello, Max.
He's a good boy. Welcome, Max. We've gone to the dog. He's a good boy.
Oh, he certainly sounds like a good boy.
Max is my emotional support dog. He's a rescue dog, but I always say he's the one that rescued me.
Oh.
He's the best
Oh.
dog a guy could ask for. Of course, the first thing I did was teach him how to skate. He's better than me now, a real
Oh my
pro.
gosh.
Max can skate.
Roller skating
Yeah, man.
dog.
At first they said it couldn't be done, and then they said it shouldn't be done. But Maxie loves the rink, man. Is that another train, Maxie? Maxie loves trains, man. He's even got that special howdy.
Oh, you're a great pair. He's a special boy. He's a special
Maxie
boy.
sounds like a really special boy.
Maxie appreciates all the positivity you're throwing out, my man. You know, I'm actually hosting free skating lessons tomorrow at the festival. I think it's a great opportunity to give back to the community. Man, all this talk of skating's got me itching for a boogie. Before I switch my radio off for the night, could I request a song for us?
Yes, for you
Something I
and
can groove to,
you and
something
Maxie,
funky.
anything.
It'll be me and Maxie's final boogie breakdown tonight. Then I think we'll take it down a level.
I can do that. Thanks again for calling.
Maxie,
Max, be safe now.
Max better stay
Bye,
safe.
Maxie.
You got it, man. Peace.
Well,
If
folks, this next one.
anything
goes out
happens to Max-
Roller Ricky and Max. Enjoy.
If anything happens to Max, I quit.
Here comes one of my favorites.
No self promo.
I really
Unless
needed
you're
that
Max.
call, you know, after everything.
Yeah, I
Max
get
gets
that.
everything.
He talked a bit much for my taste, but it is inspiring to hear somebody come back from the brink like that.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You were thinking about Max on skates, weren't you?
Well, would you look at that? Another caller on the line. What are
Who
the
wouldn't be
odds?
thinking about
Better
Max on
take it.
skates? I wonder if Max wears a helmet.
Time to turn the music off.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Scream. This is Forrest Nash. How are you tonight, caller?
I'm doing okay. I
Carrie!
made it home safe.
Gary!
Hey, I just wanted to thank you for doing what you
Harry.
did earlier. You know, even though we lost Jimmy, and I don't know.
Hey, it's okay.
This town is gonna
You
need
were
so much
brave
therapy.
earlier. You're safe now.
I wanted
So
to
much
ask
therapy.
Why he didn't? Why am I?
Why what, Carrie?
Why did he spare me? After what he did, why let me go?
He saw you as a victim. He wanted the pranksters. He got bored. I don't think it was he got bored. I think it's either he wanted the pranksters or he saw you. Maybe he just wants the pranksters, you know? Like, how dare you impersonate me type of thing. We support doggos on the chat. We support all the good doggos.
Maybe he only wanted to hurt the pranksters.
Maybe. Did he just think everyone was making fun of him? Did he always hate these hazing rituals? I mean, if he did, why wait all these years to... Why do this now?
These stupid hazing nights have to stop. Carrie, you did so well tonight. Stay safe and rest. Help is coming to Gallows Creek. We just need to hold on.
Thanks, Peggy. Hey, Forrest? Could I request a song?
Of course, Carrie. What song?
Any song by Blast Processor. And thank you.
This next one goes out to Carrie.
Blast Processor. This one, 1980s X. There we go.
You know, what Carrie just said has got me thinking.
About what?
The whistling man left her alone. Why? There must be a reason.
Do you
When
think
it
he has a
comes to
hit list?
masked whistling killers, I don't think a reason is a key part of their process.
Well, it's something to consider.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, I feel like Roller
If you
Ricky
wanna
and
stretch your legs, now's the time. Just hit the Peggy button when you want to
I
get
feel like
back on
Roller
there.
Ricky and like the Jazz Lady would be really good friends. Also, I totally should have ended stream here last time. Like she's literally telling me to take a break right here. Oh, whatever. You know what? Is there anything we want to look at before we continue on? Frequency Fest featuring Ghostlight, Jareth, The Fuzz, Storm Riders, Gigawatt, Bruce, Keaton, Shirley Sirius. Oh my gosh, a name like Shirley Sirius. Meat Growth. Ooh. Robert and the Dread Pirates. T2J, The Midnight Slippers? Peter Strangelove. Okay. And then the stuff that I randomly threw around. And then Roller Ricky's is... Hold on, I forgot the controls. Where do I see the controls? Control options. Pause, escape, or P. Pick up, rotate, place object, throw object, drop object, inspect object, swap object to hand, WASD, control. Control. There we go. Okay. Let's continue.
Let's get going, Peggy.
Alrighty, we could run another segment or... Scratch that, Forrest. We have a caller.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
You're through to 189.16, The Scream. What's your emergency?
Hello again, Forrest. Oh, that call with the teens was awful. Those poor kids.
Hello again. Hello again. Who are you?
I'm glad the girl didn't get hurt.
Thanks for your concern. Are you in trouble? What's on your mind?
I wanted to ask you again to play my song, Forrest. You said you were gonna play it, but you didn't.
Your name was Dawn,
Oh.
right?
What, Peggy? Yes. Oh, well remembered.
She sounds suspicious. She sounds so suspicious.
And I wanted to ask you again to play my tune, Forrest. Long Ride Home? You know, the one that Peggy said she threw outside the window?
Maybe another song. You Must Love It, but we don't have it. Maybe another song. Let's do another song. I don't want to go... Like, why are you... I don't like the sound of this caller. She's too... I don't know. Too pushy.
I'll play a track for you, Don, but maybe pick another one. We don't exactly have that one in rotation right now.
No, Forrest. You do have it. It's just outside the window.
No!
There's a serial
No!
killer on the loose. I can't just go outside hunting for a record.
I'm really sorry, Dawn, but we just can't get it right now.
But wasn't the whistling man just at the old murder house? That's miles from the station. It won't take you a second to grab it.
No! She's so suspicious right now. I don't like it. I don't like it. How does she know that? I think we were on air when Peggy was airing out her beef with, what's his name, playing it over and over. I think, were we on air? I don't remember, but I remember we were discussing it with Peggy. But why is she being so pushy, trying to get us to get that record? I don't want to. Nope, he's fast, or try again tomorrow. Try again tomorrow.
Call us back tomorrow when this is all over, Don, and I'll gladly play it for you then.
No, that won't do. Don't worry. I think I can bring you around.
No.
Forrest, Peggy, I'm calling with more than a request. I know something.
I don't
think
like
know
this.
What's gonna be next.
What?
Are you
I
serious?
don't.
Play my song, Forrest, and you'll find out.
She's the whistling man. She has to be the whistling man.
Well, folks, here's some music for you while I think things over.
I don't want to go outside. Is there a song here that's called like I Hate Dawn or something? I don't know. Let me go. Yes, exactly. Let me go. Leave me alone.
You'll like this next song. Is she serious, Peggy?
She's serious about hearing that song, that's for sure.
Peggy, I mean, is she serious about...
I don't know, Forrest, but we don't really have a
Yes,
choice,
we do.
we?
Yes, we do.
If
We're
she's
not the
telling the
emergency
truth.
services. All right, why don't you go? I don't care. I don't care. I literally don't care. There's a serial... See, if I were in Forrest's position right now, IRL, my answer would 100% be, I don't care. Wait, I don't care if well, actually no, that sounds really bad considering she says she knows who's going to be next. But she's just so suspicious. What would you guys do? Ah. Alrighty. But yeah, why does this all hinge on her listening to this song? It shouldn't. It shouldn't matter, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with... Why don't you go, Peggy?
Then why don't you go and get it?
It's one of Reggie's K-Fam regulations. I can't leave the booth while we're on air.
Peggy.
Just, you can do it, okay?
Everyone's out here to get me. Everyone's out here
Fine.
to
You're a good man, Forrest. I'll slide you
I'm
the
quitting.
key to the fire door.
Wait. Our fire door has to be unlocked?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fire
You know, I never thought about it, but yeah.
fire
We should
regulations.
talk to Reggie about that later.
Emergency doors shouldn't be
I'll
locked.
report down while
Oh
you're
my
out.
goodness.
Maybe I'll even get a caller. That could be exciting. 189.16, The Scream. With me, Peggy.
I don't know. I don't like this. Key found. Fire door. Fire door. Okay. Is this the...
Locked tight.
That's not the fire door. I don't know if we've ever seen the fire door. Oh no. Oh no. I have to go outside. That's not good. I'm scared. Oh wait, that's not the fire door? Okay, I hyped myself up for nothing. Fire door. No, that's not it. Oh no. I understand that this is you know, small town. Probably not a lot of money, but man. Oh no, oh no. The sound of moths. Oh no. Wow. I'm too tense for this. Wait, how the heck do I... Ay, this is where we came in from last stream. This is the alleyway we came in from, and then the whistling man was in here waiting for us. Oh dear. Shoot. Oh no. What is that? Is that a cat? No, that's a trash bag. Oh, I don't want to go.
You know, I hope she'll be happy when I'm brutally murdered by the Whistling Man. Out here, in the open, alone.
That's kind of how I feel too. Oh no. Okay, she said it was thrown out a window. Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. Is this it? It is. Oh my gosh, can we go now?
Long ride home.
There's no window here! Unless this is a window. Oh no.
Of course, it locks.
Oh no.
And of course, the key doesn't work on this side. Fantastic.
There isn't even a
Maybe there's another way back in through the basement. A door, elevator.
worst
something.
workplace ever. Worst workplace ever. I'm quitting. I... Okay, no. Forrest, why didn't you prop open the door, you idiot? Hi! I'm okay. Oh my gosh, is Uriel streaming again? My goodness. Oh gosh. No. Did the killer enter the station and kill someone? No! The killer actually just killed someone on the other side of town. What is this thing? Just killed someone on the other side of town. But then we got a really suspicious call telling us to play this song. No. Okay. And the vinyl, the record for this song request got thrown out the window. So we, for some reason, have to be the ones to go outside. Okay, there's an elevator here, which means that there should be some way to get into the elevator. So I have the vinyl, but now I have to find a way back into the station because they have no regard for safety protocols at the station. Also, hi Onyx. I don't even know if I said hello, but hello. Is it this thing? Ay, ay, ay. Hold up. What are the instructions? Wait, what's the...
Looks like I'm gonna have to hunt around for some new fuses.
Okay, new fuses. Hold on, let me put you there. I don't like this. What is this? Is this a fuse? 30. Peggy's way too happy for us to be doing this. Meanwhile, she's all safe in her producer's booth and everything. Also, this is so dark. I know I'm gonna get dizzy. I would ask for emotional compensation, but I don't even know if this place has. What was that? And why was that so loud? Oh, there's another one over here, so don't mess with me. I have the power of 2 fuses. Is it normal for fuse boxes to be outside? Because that seems like a really... I mean, I guess if they're locked, it's not that bad, but... 70. Do I have a 70? 30, 30. What is that? Is that a 70? That's a 20. So 5, 30, and 20. And the other ones I saw were also 5 and 30, I think. Oh. You've been saving for Finon? Because the boys... I want Finon too. I was just playing Star Rail before stream. And... see, I think I said this, but I was going to pull for Herta, but with the whole Finon thing, I think I'm going to save... I think I'm going to save for Finon instead. 15 and 5. I'm guessing I'm going to have to add everything up to 70 for the fuse. So 70. It doesn't look like I can remove the... I don't think I can remove the 5. Oh, I can remove the 5. Okay. 30, 30, 60, 70. Okay, I think I can do that. Wait, hold up. Oh, I can remove those. Dang. What does a fuse have to go through to look like that? Okay. What was it? 30? $30. So that's 60. 5 and 5.
Bingo.
Nice. Okay, let's close that. Okay, that means that the elevator should work, right? My mouth is so dry right now. I'm so nervous. Oh, what the heck? It auto opens? That's kind of suspicious. Unless, oh my gosh. Unless someone was just standing around waiting for us to do that so that they can creep inside. I wouldn't put it past someone to just be, you know, waiting around, hidden, maybe inside the dumpster, waiting for us to fix the fuse box so that they can quickly open the door and jump in.
I could probably survive that fall.
Probably? That better be red paint. I'm just saying. Okay. Can we close the door? Is there no way to close the door? Oh no. We just opened the door to the outside for anyone to walk in.
Looks like the janitor's closet. What did Peggy say his name was? Clive?
Clive. Wasn't there a whole thing when what's her name was about to get killed and then we sent all the frat boys there? Wasn't there a Clive that we were supposed to look out for? So, oh boy. If it is our Clive, we're either going to see Okay. Clive, the janitor. Oh no. What is up? Okay, that's cleaning supplies. Oh, no, 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 no. There's red coming from this locker. Guys, let's not stick our noses where it's not supposed to be, right? Maybe we should just, you know, go back upstairs and play Dawn her song. Goodbye, Clive. Have a good night. Do I want to? Might as well rip the band-aid off. Oh, Clive, you suspicious. Clive, what have you been doing? Oh no. Guys, it is currently raining outside. The doors, no, my window is open next to me, and yet I feel sweaty. I feel so. Oh, I feel so sweaty right now. Oh, Jesus.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
What was that noise? Why? Ah! I don't like this music. Oh boy. This is fine. I'm fine. Why does he have so many mannequins? What are you pointing over there? Pointing up? Oh no, that's so creepy.
Huh, there's a key.
Basement
I'll
stairs.
just take that. Might be important.
Ay. What is this? Ketchup? I wish it was ketchup, please. Oh my goodness. Oh. My head. Gallows Creek Game Day. Division 2. Official Match Day magazine. Marriage announcement. We would like to celebrate the marriage of Kim Walker and Peter Stein on May 30th, 1970. Crime syndicate impounded. Criminal operations shut down. 24 arrests. Inside informant walks free. Police have today finally put an end to the long-running car-thieving crime syndicate. The arrests were made after a member gave up information on their co-conspirators to investigators. The informant who asked to remain anonymous and will hereafter be referred to as RA has walked free with no charges. More on page 13. Justice for festival victims. A 2-year investigation into the festival accident has concluded. Investigators blame 2 engineers that were contracted in from the local power station. Lead engineer Ant Williams and junior engineer Sean Everett were distracted talking about horror movies when assembling the big wheel, which led to various construction mistakes. They have been ordered to do community service for a total... Ooh. Community service. Trailer for cheap. Sale price $10,000. McCready Street. Estate agent Tyler Wallace. I'm sick of being a local celebrity. People are so mean to me. I only stole a few cars. Who cares? Buy a new one. I'm selling my trailer and leaving town ASAP. I just want to get out of here. Please buy it. Who cares? Those cars you stole could be someone's entire livelihood. Oh goodness. Local legend takes to Manhattan. Infamous author of tell-all book Diary of a Car Thief moves out of Gallows Creek for a new life in the big city. She stole our cars. It was a she. and then she stole our time and money, said our reviewer Jim Randy last year. 24-hour gas station bought by local ex-lottery winner. Hold up. Christine's Gas and Repair has been sold to a man who won the lottery 14 years ago. The new owner claims it will keep me busy on an evening. He has asked to remain anonymous. Diary of a car thief, police informant tell-all book. Huh. The plot thickens. Right? Yes, environmental storytelling. I just wish this place was a bit brighter, less dark. I don't know why it's so dark on my screen right now. Hold on. Quiet Ridge Health and Safety Convention, Tuesday 1st to Sunday the 6th of September. Do you care about health and safety? Good. Then come on down to the yearly convention. Get started in a career in health and safety advising. Learn about health and safety in the workplace. Featuring special mystery guest, the lead engineer responsible for the Gallows Creek Harvest Festival. Oh my goodness. Okay. Power station, trailer park, hospital, gas station. Call for donations to help Chuck Brody. Former Gallows High football captain Chuck Brody suffered a career-ending injury as a victim of the festival disaster late last year. To help him on his road to recovery, we are buying him some lottery tickets. Hopefully he gets lucky and can get back on his feet. Pun not intended. Drop tickets in the bucket below. Thanks. Okay, so Chuck Brody was part of that festival incident that had the whole mishap, and then he won the lottery, and then he opened a gas station. And then as for... Okay, who is the police informant that stole a bunch of stuff? She looks like that. So, I think there's a bunch of pictures here. She looks like that. I think that might be Rebecca Allen. It says right here, car club. So she's probably the one who stole a bunch of cars. Wait, but Aunt Williams is also in the car club. Who's Aunt Williams? I think we saw a name here somewhere. Yes, right here. The informant referred to as RA. That's Rebecca Allen. Okay, and then Aunt Williams, Sean Everett. Aunt Williams was one of the engineers. He was in the car club. And... okay, Everett's not here. Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, Aunt Williams. Festival of Disaster, big wheel breaks free, 15 injured. Hold up. Gallows Creek Harvest Festival closed early this year after tragedy struck only hours after opening. The big wheel broke free from its supports and rolled through town. An investigation is currently underway. More on page 12. Flu for thought. Local doctor Kim Walker recommends all locals get their flu shots ASAP. Flu season is upon us. 84 is no different from any other year. Make sure you are protected. I actually don't get my flu shot every year. I used to, but then I stopped because it was just inconvenient for me, and now I'm too scared to, because with the way I get sick, I know that the moment I get a flu shot, that flu is gonna hit me like a train. So I just never got my flu shot for the past like 10 years. They offer it at work, but I just never took it because I know that I would immediately get the flu. Staff surge at power station. Gallows Creek Power Station hires 20 new staff from record hire, 12 of which were students from Gallows Creek High. Gallows Creek. Okay, that was really interesting, and that actually got my mind off of things for a minute, but now I have to head back upstairs. So Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, And who was the last person? Aunt Williams. Don't like that. Nope. Oh, Jesus.
I wonder how the show's going.
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. Oh, thank goodness.
Isn't that such a good song, folks? And now for... Jesus, Forrest, you've been gone for ages. I thought something had happened.
Something did happen. Clive, the janitor, might be Clive, the murderer.
What?
I'll start from the beginning. The fire door locked behind me.
2:40 a.m.
Why did you heave that thing all the way up here?
Wait.
Because the basement's creepy
What
as
thing?
hell, and I don't
Oh,
like
oh my
standing
gosh, we
around
heaved
down
the
there.
entire bulletin board.
Fair. All right, let's run through this again. We have a creepy board you found in a creepy basement made by our creepy janitor who you think is the creepy whistling man.
Yep.
And on the creepy board are the names Chuck Brody, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, and Aunt Williams.
Correct.
And you think one of these people will be the whistling man's, Clive's, next target.
That's right. And we've got to find him.
You said there are 4 locations listed there too? The hospital, the power station, the gas station, and the trailer park. Clive must think the target is at one of those locations. Forrest, you're gonna have to figure out if any of the potential targets are at one of these locations tonight. Hit the button if you need any help.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I didn't have to strain my eyes. I could have just read it up here. Man. Okay. Vacation doctor's appointment. Okay, so Chuck Brody. Kim Walker. Aunt Williams. Is Aunt Williams... Trailer for cheap would be Rebecca Allen. This one's also Rebecca Allen. Beep Beep Lookout Tragedy. I think that one is donation for Chuck Brody. This one is also going to be Aunt Williams. I wanted to... There we go. Is your car safe? Gotta be Rebecca Allen. Justice for Festival Victims. Would I put this one Festival Victim? He's technically a victim. It's not gonna be Chuck Brody. And then Marriage Announcement, Kim Walker and Peter Stein. This one's also gonna be there. Local Legend Takes Manhattan. That's gonna be a Rebecca Allen. And then Detective Kiriko. I don't even know what I'm doing, man. Like, what was the objective? It was like figure out who's gonna be next, right? How exactly am I supposed to do that? So these are the locations. Evening. Local Legend 6 Manhattan. This guy might be at those gas station. Trailer park. No one's gonna be at the trailer park. The power plant might be Aunt Williams. But I feel like the power plant would be closed by now. So I feel like if we're trying to figure out who's gonna be at what location. Trailer park. I don't think anyone's gonna be at the trailer park. Oh my goodness. I think it's probably gonna be Chuck Brody. Because look at how much I'm just going off of vibes, guys. I feel like it's going to be Chuck Brody because first of all, he has the most things here, but second of all, I think he has the most how do I say this? Concrete 87. He's not even going to be here. Aunt Williams is at some conference in Quiet Ridge. So he's not there. She's in Manhattan. Kim Walker. I don't know about Kim Walker. But she's at the hospital. Oh, did the Wi-Fi fail? Hold on. Alright. Okay, refresh. I think it should be fine now. Motive? I don't know. Okay, let me know if we're all good. Okay, we're back. Okay, so where I was going with this is that Aunt Williams, based on this article right here, 1987 from the 1st to the 6th, Aunt Williams is going to be in Quiet Ridge. So that's like today's the 3rd, so he's going to be in Quiet Ridge. He's not even in town, so he's not going to be the victim. Rebecca Allen is in Manhattan, so I don't know where Gallows Creek is, but I don't think that's going to be near Manhattan, so I don't think Rebecca Allen's going to be the next victim. Kim Walker, I don't know about Kim Walker. Like, she's married? But then the last notice of her is from the 1984, so that was 3 years ago. And then Chuck Brody, after he got into that incident and then he won the lottery, and now he owns a 24-hour gas station, and he said he's going to be there in the evenings. So I feel like we have the most concrete idea of where Chuck Brody is. So if our goal is to figure out where a potential victim would be, I think my most concrete guess is at least we know where Chuck Brody is. Okay, so I'm gonna say Chuck Brody.
How's it going?
I'm ready.
I'm ready, Peggy.
Are you sure? We've only got one shot at this.
Save. Okay, let's do this.
I'm sure. Let's do this.
Okay, name first. Who do you think the target is?
I think it's gonna be Chuck Brody.
Chuck Brody.
And where will I find them?
At the gas station.
Gas station.
Okay, I'm dialing. One moment.
Hello?
Chuck Brody! Listen, I know this sounds crazy, but we have reason to believe the Whistling Man is coming for you. You need to get yourself and everyone else out right now.
The Whistling Man?
is this?
This is Forrest Nash. Listen, the Whistling Man's Pack. We found a list with your name on it, and
Oh God. It's today. The year
What's
I
today?
finally let myself forget.
Run!
quit talking and run!
I think he ran off.
Well, fingers crossed that Chuck...
Ah!
Jesus!
It sounds like something blew up.
He's using bombs now?
Is Chuck?
I don't know.
Hang on.
I mean, this was
We're
a
getting
gas
call.
station.
Hello?
Chuck?
Chuck!
Forrest, the whole goddamn gas station's gone up.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so. I got everyone to follow me out. The town's only ambulance was blown to hell, though.
Oh.
Damn it, that fire.
That makes police, fire, and ambulance all gone.
To get to the hospital. I'm not feeling great. Forrest, man, I can't thank you enough, but yeah, I gotta go.
Wait, Damn it. We lost him. What was that about today?
Oh, Forrest, the call board is lighting up.
Oh
Get us into
no.
some music while I deal with this.
Let's blow this up. Sure.
Here's some music while we regroup here on KFAM 189.16, The Scream.
Miss Scarlet in the kitchen with a revolver. But it seems like everyone's getting killed by everything except for a revolver. Oh my gosh. And thank you, Say What Now. Thank you. Oh.
There's gotta be more in the basement to show us who Clive is
I
targeting.
don't want to go back
And
in
if
the
that's case,
basement.
we can get ahead of him. Stop the killings before they can happen. Forrest, we need to go back down.
By we, you mean me, right?
Yep. Like I said, I need to handle all these calls. Maybe start with that creepy mannequin room you mentioned.
Oh, I don't want to go
I
back
still have a lot
there.
of questions about those, by the way.
Me too.
Peggy, why don't we switch places? I'll handle the calls, and you handle the creepy mannequin room. Can I turn up the brightness? Because I'm getting a headache with... Getting a bit of a headache with this. Please don't say that. Please don't say that it's a man. I can't. Why is it always a mannequin, right? Why would the janitor even have all these mannequins? Like, what was the point? Do I at least get a flashlight? I'm gonna have a headache if I have to keep looking through the dark. Wait, that's not it. Oh, I sound so whiny right now, but can y'all blame me? Can you guys blame me for being all whiny? Aww.
key. Was this always here?
A key?
I must have missed it when I brought everything upstairs.
Wait, what key? I just picked up a screwdriver. I'm not meant for this. I'm meant for silly little puzzle games, not... This! Oh! That's what they meant by key. Basement storage. My mouth is so dry right now. Built different, but not built for this. 100%. Okay, basement storage. Close the door. Close. You're right. Sip of water. Sip of water. Okay. Oh dear. Can I turn on the lights or anything? Seriously, I'm really hating these two-way door hinges.
Hey, Forrest!
Oh,
Peggy, give me some warning before yelling down the intercom.
Sorry. Buzz the intercom when you find something and want to discuss it.
Peggy, you're not my favorite person right now, Peggy. Oh no. Nope, nope, nope. A tape?
Peggy, I've found a tape and a map down here.
A map of what?
Looks like it might be to somewhere in this storage area.
Weird. Well, maybe the tape will give us more information. Give it a play.
Easy for her to say. Hold on. Okay. It looks like I can find the tape recorder in the storage room. Great. Lovely. Wait, was that the storage room or was that shelf right there? Two boxes, three boxes. Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. Mousetrap. Okay, into the creepy storage room, I guess. There's still more. I'm okay, this is fine. You know, my tummy's feeling kind of and I can't tell if it's because I had a glass of milk before this or if it's because I'm that nervous. What exactly am I looking for? What's this thing? What exactly am I looking for? There's more to do here? What? Is it creepy or just dirty, right? What? Guys, what am I supposed to do here? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm smart.
George Barrow, 1968. That's when this all began for me. Follow the maps. Find the tapes. I'll be waiting.
Wait, George Barrow? We all heard that he drowned after a night out drinking. Was it actually Clive? Has Clive really been the whistling man for that long?
He says I need to follow the maps and find the tapes. I guess that's what this map is about.
I think we need to see what else is hidden down here. Be careful, Forrest. Keep looking. Buzz the intercom when you found something.
Oh, right here.
Time of autopsy is 7 a.m. Cause of death is asphyxiation from drowning.
Is this...
The degree of rigor mortis indicates that the subject has been deceased for 5 hours. That puts the time of death...
Oh. Okay. So it sounds like we're listening to the autopsy tape for George Barrow. Because that's what Clive said, that's how it all starts. Okay, a random tray. There's gonna be paper and another tape. Right. Oh, let's save. The face reveal for Peggy's gonna go crazy. Right? I don't like these changes in ambient sound. Delivery notice? Okay, clearly this is stuff that I can touch, but I'm gonna follow the note. It's telling me to find a paper and... This storage room is not... Okay.
Small lacerations to arms, legs, and face, typically obtained by running through foliage. Severe blistering to the feet, as though the deceased had been running without stopping.
So before drowning, he was running through what seems like a forest?
This looks useful.
Police department, Town of Gallows Creek, investigating officer and supervising officer, prepared by Sheriff Matthews. 1968, September 3rd. Complainant name, Miss Sandra Sharp. Sandra Sharp... That's the jazzercise lady, right? Received via telephone call at 4 o'clock. At 4 a.m., a call was received from a jogger, a Miss Sandra Sharp, reporting that a body had been found washed up in the reservoir. I drove out to investigate and was able to identify the body at the scene as that of George Barrow. I contacted the coroner's office and then the boy's parents. They informed me that they had not seen him since 7 p.m. on the 2nd. Another CD over there. Why is this in the radio station storage? Clive, the janitor. It seems like he may be the current whistling man. And this might be how he's keeping everything. Oh Lord, I don't like this. Oh my gosh, I'm actually getting dizzy from all the flickering lights. I don't like this. Hold on, what is this? A stack of 2 of those things and then some boxes over there. And it looks like it's in a corner. The sooner I'm out of here, the better. I have it. That's not this. No. Oh, there's another one here. Do I want to listen to this one right now? What's this? No. Okay. I'm so lost right now. I think I just walked myself into a circle. I'm lost. You know what? I'm just gonna listen to everything.
If you're listening to this, then I'm probably
What?
dead.
What the?
I'm a man who likes to stay informed. I've got subscriptions to newspapers all over the country. A few weeks ago, I noticed headlines cropping up in those papers, one after the other. Each headline about a murder. Each murder, the death of someone I knew.
So he's not the whistling man?
And each one drawing closer to Gallows Creek. Drawing closer to the anniversary. None of us are innocent, but I don't think we deserve killing. All I hope now is that I can save some folk from the worst. That I can, I don't know, do something to make up for what I did back then, I guess.
What?
Kill anyone, mind you, but that's past mattering. Now, there's more I could say, that I should say, but my employer made it clear that my family would pay a high price if I ever spoke out.
Your employer?
So, hopefully I've said enough for you, listener, whoever the hell you are, to start putting the truth together.
I don't wanna.
What the hell? Peggy is not gonna believe this.
Humpty Dumpty. Story of love, tragedy, and betrayal. Starring Maisie Cartwright as Dawn. George Barrow as Henry. Also with Marie Campbell as Anne. Henry, Dawn, Maisie, George, Mary Campbell, and Anne. What is going on? Okay.
It is the coroner's opinion that the subject likely feared for his life and was chased, resulting in a fall from a height into a body of water, where he hit his head, was knocked out, and drowned. Following that, he was moved.
Dr. Sullivan, we need to have
That's Clive's voice.
that recording. Shut it off.
He was running, fearing for his life. Hit his head and drowned.
This has to be important.
George Barrow, a report of investigation by County ME, white male, age 18, home address, time of death. That says time of death at September 2nd, 68. The deceased is Caucasian male, age 18. Cause of death is established to be drowning, as shown by signs of asphyxiation. Abrasions were found on the knuckles, likely from getting in fights in the past. Matches with known history of deceased being aggressive. No other injuries were observed. From the coroner's opinion, there is no evidence of foul play. Additionally, the preliminary toxicology report indicates the deceased had a high level of alcohol in their blood. It is of the coroner's opinion that the deceased went swimming when intoxicated, resulting in his drowning. I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia. no other injuries were observed. That's a lie, wasn't it? According to the tape, like the one tape we heard, she said that there were abrasions and blisters on his feet from running through the forest. Huh. Sorry I made you do this, Virginia. Oh, that's something. So for one reason or another, Virginia wasn't Virginia the name of Virginia? Sandra was Jazzercise Lady. Sheriff Matthews. Virginia, that sounds familiar. Dr. Sullivan. Virginia. Was Virginia the name of the frat, the frat boys lady? The lady who called in for help and then we called the frat boys? Was that Virginia? Because I remember that the frat lady said something like, I'm sorry, Clive, or something like that. And considering that part that we saw from Clive, that was probably Virginia.
Additionally, there appears to be a post-mortem injury to the arm. It looks like it was trapped in a car door.
Interesting. What is this? I don't like the flickering lights. Goodness.
Preliminary toxicology results shows no signs of inebriation. However, a high amount of cortisol was found, indicating elevated levels of stress in the immediate moments before death.
No signs of inebriation, but that autopsy report, it said that he was drunk. It said that he had high levels of alcohol in his system. Something is fishy. I don't like it. Is that everything? I think I hit everything. Let's see. Oh, it is everything. So we're solving the crime now. Yeah, so at first we thought it was some whistling man who was just out here just killing random people. But now, from what it seems like, everyone is connected to this George Barrow case. Like maybe there was a cover-up. Well, actually it does sound like there was a cover-up. Because it seems like this poor guy was running for his life. Like his arm was caught in a trap in a car door and everything. He had no alcohol in his system. He seemed like he was running for his life. Got hit over the head. There was post-mortem injury, so that means injuries after his death. And then he was drowned. But then the coroner's report says that there was none of that. He got into fights. He was a drinker. There was no signs of foul play. It was an accidental drowning. So even though the tapes are all saying that this seems like foul play.
What have you found, Forrest?
It's an autopsy tape. Doesn't say for who, but I think it must be for George.
Poor George. He was so young.
Something's bugging me, Peggy.
18.
What do you mean?
I swear I recognize the voice of the woman talking on the tape. I just can't place it.
Seriously? Do you think you've met her before?
I don't know. I mean, I just got here recently. I don't know. Found another tape. talks more about how George died.
What did it say?
It sounds like he was running for his life. Sprinting through trees and bushes, getting cut up all over.
What would drive someone to do that?
I'm not sure yet. There's also a tape about a toxicology report. There were no signs of drinking or that he was on anything.
What? But everyone said he went swimming drunk and drowned. It was in the newspaper and everything.
I found a written autopsy report.
What does it say?
According to that, it's just like you said at the start. George drowned after getting drunk. Said he liked to fight, too.
But that contradicts the tape.
I know. And I think I know why. There's a note with the report that says, "I'm sorry I made you do this, Virginia."
If it was on the autopsy report, then Virginia must be our coroner. Wait, the caller from earlier, when we had to call the takeout restaurants, wasn't her name Virginia?
We need to call her back.
I was
when we
right.
finish down here. It looks like she might know something about what's going on. I found a tape that introduces a new detail to the story.
It's going through all the tapes in order.
Apparently, his arm got caught in a car door.
A car door?
Yeah, after he died. How do you suppose they can tell?
How can they tell? I'm a radio producer, not a coroner.
The written report I found doesn't mention it at all.
How did his arm get trapped in a car door after he died?
Unless he got it.
Someone
when
was
the
moving his
police
body?
collected his body. I guess someone else must have moved him after he was dead to where he was eventually found.
But the report, what is going on here?
What
I
kind of
found a police
conspiracy?
report. Mentions a friend from earlier, Sandra Sharp.
Sandra. The jazz runner?
That's right. She found George's body washed up at the reservoir.
The reservoir?
Yeah? What's strange about that?
George got cuts from running through foliage, right? But there's no forest around there. Also, how did it wash up at the reservoir?
What do you mean?
Reservoirs don't have tides.
But that's what the police report said.
It's not possible, though. I did a school project on reservoirs and got an A. But, yeah, not important right now.
She's right, there's no forest around the reservoir.
What are you suggesting then? That the body was originally found somewhere other than what the report suggests? That the sheriff tried to cover it up, but accidentally let something slip?
Something like that. I think.
Well,
No
if
trees around the
Matthews wrote the
reservoir.
report, if he hadn't been eviscerated, we could have asked him.
Oh, eviscerated is such a bad word. What the
Sandra's
heck?
still alive? Once we're done down here, we should give her a call.
In another tape, the coroner comes to the same conclusion as I did. George was running from something.
Maybe an animal?
Maybe, but then there's this next bit, where the coroner thinks he was moved post-death.
So she agrees with us.
At the end of the tape, someone burst in and demanded Virginia stop recording. I think it was Clive.
This is starting to make sense now. This is a conspiracy to cover up what happened to George.
I think I found Clive's last recording. I think Clive might be gone.
Gone?
I found a confession. Not for any killings, but for playing a part in covering up George's death. He left this behind in case he died. He hoped someone would find him.
Where's Clive now? Like, if he's dead, shouldn't someone know that?
Possibly. We've had a lot of callers tonight, but maybe not every victim made it to the phone, you know? We don't know how many there really are.
Christ, Forrest, that's dark.
I know, but Clive said he had read about other murders in other towns, and that the murders were all folks who knew about the incident. And the killings were getting closer to Gallows Creek. He said he wanted to do something good for once.
The board in his office. He wasn't tracking people down to kill them. He was tracking them down to save them.
So Clive is a good guy.
Come
Okay.
out with all of this.
And where is he
said
now?
His employer threatened his family if he spoke out about any of it.
His employer? The one who orchestrated the cover-up? Oh, Clive. I'm sorry.
I mean, wasn't he employed by K-Fam?
Do you think you found everything?
Unless he had a different
I think so.
employer?
Forrest,
someone wanted that boy's death to seem like an accident. And they hired Clive to make it look that way.
Come back upstairs when you're ready. We need to figure out our next step.
What? 3 a.m. Achievement from beyond the
Thank God
grave.
you're back, Forrest. I've been running out of stuff to pad our airtime with.
Peggy, you work in radio.
Forrest, I'm stressed. I mean, really. How are we supposed to keep a show going with all this happening?
You don't. Beats me.
Beats me. But we gotta do it, and we're going to.
You're right. So, what's the plan now?
I think we should call Virginia back.
All right, I'll get her on the line. When you're ready, shut the music off.
Wow, they've just been listening to this for like a solid half hour.
Hello again, Gallows Creek. This is Forrest Nash. We're circling closer to the truth behind tonight's events. To this end, we're calling back one of our earlier callers, Virginia Sullivan.
You know, when you're not a part of this, I think this would be really interesting to watch or listen to.
Is it you?
I kind of love these frat boys. Hold up. No, it's Forrest. Sure. No, it's Forrest.
Bunker, hey, it's the radio man, Forrest Nash.
Radio man? What's up?
Solving mysteries, saving lives. The huge.
Right on.
Plunker, what are you doing at Virginia's house?
She asked if we could stay to keep an eye out for that whistling turd. So we're hanging out, bro.
Well, that's big of you, Plunker.
No.
I like Plunker.
It's nothing.
Nothing better happened to him.
Can I speak to Virginia?
Sure thing, radio man. I'll just go get her.
Who is this?
Hey, Virginia, it's Forrest. I'm glad you're still okay.
Oh, Forrest. Sorry, I'm still jumpy.
I'd be jumpy too.
I can't blame you. I'd be jumpy too.
I'm so sorry this happened to you, Virginia.
I thought I was. I thought...
Easy. We're not calling to talk about earlier. We're calling because we think you can help us understand why this is happening tonight.
Me? What would I know?
Oh, you know a lot more than you think you do. Clive.
Does the name Clive mean anything to you?
Clive? No. I don't know that name.
She lied as easily as she
What are you
breathed.
asking about this for?
You mentioned that name earlier when you called us the first time.
I don't know what I said then. I was petrified, Forrest.
Clive's
I mean,
the
that's
janitor
fair.
at our station, and we know you spoke to him in the past.
Forrest, please. You don't know what you're doing. He'll come for me.
Virginia, it's okay. Clive won't be coming after you.
We think Clive's dead.
Dead? But isn't he? He's the whistling man, Forrest.
We have evidence. Am I so certain? We thought so
We
too.
thought so too, but
You don't understand. All those years ago, he...
It's okay, Virginia. He's gone. We found evidence to suggest he... Well...
and we found your autopsy.
I mean, we
report,
actually
George
don't
Bennett.
have evidence that Clive is dead.
I saw him destroy them.
Well, he didn't. I don't know if he kept them or made copies or what, but we found them, and we know it's related to what's happening tonight, which is why we called you. Why did you write a false report?
All right. One day, I came into work to find a boy on my slab.
George Barrow.
And as I finished the autopsy, this man, Clive, he just burst in. And he started making demands to give over the reports, to falsify what I found. Of course I said no. But, well, when someone wants to make you do something, they can use the carrot or the stick. For me, used both.
Ah,
You see, my sister is sick. She has a chronic condition that's never going away. It's expensive to treat, and it was getting to where I couldn't afford it.
oh,
And Clive promised me that his employer would pay for my sister's treatment
his
if I
employer.
did what he said. And that if I ever spoke about this, he'd beat me to within an inch of my life. I don't know why
Shoot.
he had me do it, but my sister needed me. You have to understand. She needed me.
We understand.
Speak for yourself, Peggy. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, I guess the main question now is, who was Clive's employer? Because there's what's his name from K-Fam? Reggie. It's either Reggie or Ryan. It starts with an R. So Clive is employed at K-Fam. But would it really have been K-Fam that's his employer trying to get him to falsify stuff? Unless, because we haven't really heard anything about Reggie or anything outside of what Peggy's told us, right? Unless Peggy is also in on it.
Thank you, Virginia. That was brave.
God, I just want this nightmare to end.
This will help end it, Virginia. Thank you.
Stay safe, Virginia. So, Virginia's tied up in all of this.
Clive threatened her to
No,
keep
we've never
quiet
seen
about
Peggy's
George's
face.
death. But for who? Why cover up these details? Well, we know Sandra was involved in George's death. Do you want to call her?
I do.
Alright, but before we go asking questions, I think we should know what we want to ask. Is that fair?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
need to ask her about finding the body. She was the one who discovered it, but something just doesn't add up.
100%. She knows more than she's saying.
I wonder
All the
what she's
victims have
hiding.
something to do with whatever's
We'll
going on.
hopefully find out soon. Anyway, just be careful when you're talking to her. Don't push too hard. We don't want her to hang up.
I'll be careful.
Alright, calling her now. Hopefully she's at her jazz studio. Aha! Forrest, you're through.
Hello, this is Sandra at Jazz Pizzazz Jazz Studio. Who is this?
Hello again, Sandra! It's Forrest Nash.
Oh my gosh, the Radio Man voice.
Scream. And you're live on air.
Oh, I always thought folks called into a radio show, not the other way around. How jazzy. What can I do for you?
Well, we're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my
She
life,
sounds so flirty.
just about anything you asked.
Why were you targeted? Why were you targeted?
You know why the Whistling Man might have targeted you?
Ha! As far as I could tell, he was just a knife-wielding psycho with superhuman cardio. He didn't
With
really
superhuman
have
cardio, that's kind of
Right.
funny.
Well, we think he might be chasing specific people. People who know about the death of a boy named George.
Oh, I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
Oh. You found the body. Are you keeping secrets? Don't play games. You found the body.
Sandra, we know you found George's body. We have the police report.
I don't know what you mean.
What? This, like, my brain can't help but think that this is some sort of, like, gang hit. And considering over here, there was, like, the whole thing about the gang of car thieves. But I don't think car thieves would go to this length, right? It's okay.
It's okay, Sandra. We know.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This studio is my life. After I found the body in the river, I couldn't lose my studio. Do you understand?
I kind of love that Forrest is just going along with it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I mean, it works, so yeah, sure.
Sure. I understand.
When the rent just kept going up, he said he'd stop if I just needed to keep quiet. And everything would be okay.
He's her landlord. Who was he? Who was he?
Sandra, Who was he?
He said if I told everyone I found the kid in the reservoir instead of the river,
That's not really answering the question, though.
I'm sorry. I can't do this.
And she's gone. I don't think that could have gone any better. You truly did great, Forrest.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight, please call in.
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting just a second.
Okay. Save.
Welcome to 189.16 The Scream with me, your host, Forrest Nash.
Hi, Forrest.
Oh boy. Is this Ponty again? Oh, for Pete's sake.
Could send a special birthday message to my uncle.
Now? Really? Sure, why not? No. This is Ponty, right? So, no. Now? Really? Being born as a chosen one or becoming the chosen one? Neither. I wouldn't want to be the chosen one. I was looking to say maybe I should hear him out. You think? Sure. If there's something funny coming. Sure, why not?
You know what? I'd welcome a change of pace. I'd be glad to.
Thank you, Forrest. He's my Uncle Ronnie. His first name's Peter, but he never liked his name. But since he always had salt and pepper hair, even as a kid, can you believe
Peter Roney had salt and pepper hair.
always called him Pepper.
Thanks for the history lesson. Is there anything besides happy birthday you would like to say to Mr. Pepper? Oh my god damn it!
Yes!
Oh my god.
Best birthday deals and pony packages here at Pony's Pizza. Starting at
You son of a bitch! Stop calling us!
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
Forrest. Let's just move on.
Is it?
We've already got another caller on the line.
Is it? Isn't Peggy's whole job screening these calls? Peggy, you're kind of bad at your job.
Caller on line 1.
Caller on line 1. Pepperoni, salt and pepper.
This is 189.16 The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller.
I don't.
Ponty.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell?
Forrest? Forrest? Are you okay?
I literally thought that was someone playing another prank.
Forrest?
I hope the whistling man gets him with his own pizza slicer.
Jesus, Forrest?
Sorry. That was too much.
It's okay. It's been a high-stress night. Don't worry about him anymore, okay?
I
For tonight, anyway. I think he's spent for now. We've got another call.
think there's really something wrong with Ponty. That mad cackling. Oh my god. Peggy's just messing with. Peggy and Ponty probably have like some sort of deal going on. Otherwise, why would she keep routing the call over, you know?
Folks, don't spend your money at Ponty's Pizza. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Moving along, I'd like to welcome another caller to 189.16 The Scream with me, Forrest Nash. Who may I say is calling?
Well, hello again, Forrest.
Dawn.
Suspicious. So suspicious. I don't like her. I don't
Sorry
like
I
her.
didn't play your song. There's a lot going on. But please?
Never mind that now. First, I'm calling because I need your help.
Suspicious? Oh. Please, who's next? Are you in danger? Are you in danger?
You in danger?
I sure am.
Do you mean
Yes, he's after me now.
you?
I think so. He must have heard me on the radio helping you.
She didn't help you. Helping? You didn't do anything to help.
You didn't exactly help.
Maybe I've been helping more than you know. I was out following a lead, trying to work out who would be next, after Chuck.
And what happened?
And I started to feel like I was being followed. I came back to my apartment building, but this newfangled security system has me locked out.
I don't like
You
this.
should help me get inside.
Ask a neighbor.
Can a neighbor let you in?
I only moved in last week. I don't know anybody yet.
In this town of like, what was it, 1,000?
The keypad for the entry code. I need that code to get inside.
Which apartment block do you live in? Maybe one of our listeners lives there too.
It's the new Woodside apartment building between the town hall and the trailer park. But I doubt any of your listeners live there. I don't have many neighbors.
Sounds like a prime piece of real estate.
The sound really carries at night. Shit.
Dog. Dog? Dog and train. That's Roller Ricky's? But where did she say she lives? But there's like over here maybe? I don't trust her. I don't trust her. A neighbor's dog? Convenient truck passing by. I actually was so focused on the noise that I actually didn't hear a thing she said. Who had the dog? It was Roller Ricky and Max. Roller Ricky had a dog named Max who always howls at the trains. But she says that she has no neighbors. She says she has no neighbors. A neighbor's dog?
Is that a neighbor's dog?
Yes, it is. Boy, I wish he'd muscle that thing in. Oh.
I don't like you.
Blasting David Scopo out of his window. I can't get any.
I don't. The moment you start being mean to dogs, I don't.
Force, please. I need your help. I need the code for that security system, or I'm gonna die.
Get the neighbor's attention.
Get your neighbor's attention?
That the whistling man will see me, Forrest. I can't do that.
Neighbor's name?
What's your neighbor's name?
I don't know my neighbors, remember? Please, I need to get in.
What's the name of the security system?
There's a sticker on the box. It says Starling Security 4000. There's a keypad, and it looks like it wants a 6-digit number.
Starling, huh? Starling. Isn't Ricky's security system the Starling 4000? He said that he was installing it right now. When he called in, he said he just installed the Starling 4000. I don't like Dawn.
Starling Security 4000, huh?
That's right. Very newly installed. I need the key code before the whistling man gets me.
Newly installed.
Don't worry, Don.
Save draw.
I knew I could count on you. I'll sit out of sight. Call me back soon.
All right, folks. Here's a little tune for you all to enjoy while I try to break Dawn into her apartment.
No, I'm not gonna play Long Ride Home. She doesn't deserve it. Stab in the dark. The word. She doesn't deserve hearing her song.
Hope you enjoy this one as much as I do. You were pretty quiet there, Peggy.
Forrest, was it just me, or was there something...
Yeah, it wasn't just you. Something was
Oh,
weird
good.
about that.
Yeah, well, tell you what, we have a Starling 4000 or whatever here at KFAM. Clive bought one for the station. Maybe we can find something to help. Well, I'm not sure who, but to help someone.
I hope someone. Good to know that I'm not going crazy, that there is something. Like I said, nothing.
Okay, so she's locked out of the Woodside Apartments, and
Woodside
somewhere,
Apartments.
Clive
Right here.
probably has the papers for the Starling 4000.
Look, Woodside Apartments is right here. But Roller Ricky's is over here. With the dog barking and the train. Obviously, this means that there could be other people with dogs around. But the train... Okay, I guess I have to head back out too. Well, I'm hoping that if we are right and Dawn is suspicious, that means I should be safe right now, right? I should be safe right now. If I go into Clive's... Oh, I really don't like going in here. Jeez. Nope. Wrong door. I keep going into the wrong door. Nope.
Needs a key.
I don't like this at all. Okay, Clive. I hope it's just on the table somewhere. Clive should have it. Well, clearly not. Oh my goodness, Clive. Clive. Oh, I don't really like going into this room. What the heck? Where is this instruction manual? Hold on. Search for info on the Starling 4000 security system and Woodside Apartments. Okay, maybe it's not here. Maybe it's in one of our coworkers' desks. Break room. I haven't been in here for a while. Truck. From below me. Okay, not that. Megabyte. Order Craftworks. From below me again. Oh, what's this?
Nice. New music to play.
Out of order. No. No. Man. Okay. Where would this be? Wait. I'm gonna be right back, guys. Hold up. I will be right back. Alrighty, I am back. Alrighty. Thank you guys for waiting, and we will continue to look for info on the Starling 4000 security system and the Woodside Apartments. From Clive. Clive should have it, so I actually don't know where I should be looking for this. Oh goodness, flashbanged. No. That's not it. What is this? What is that supposed to be? I don't know. Prowls reporter. No. Gallows Creek Chili Cook-Off Championship. Craft and work. Hi, Eternal Sugar. Welcome back. Phone. No. No. Can I open any of these? No. Nope. Do I have to go back into Clive's creepy office again? Twins World, your car theft magazine. Da da da. I guess. Did I go get snacks? I went to go get a cup of water and then I went to the washroom as well, so that's why it took me a bit longer. No snackies though. Why can't they just tell me where this is, staff? I don't want to go back down here. Would it be in his creepy red room? No, I already went through his entire red room. So let's go his office again, because his office has that weird storage room area. Because I went through all this. I didn't go through... I don't want to go in here again. It's going to give me a headache. The maze. Okay. No, that's a photo. No.
Order delivery form. Starling must have left this by accident.
Oh, did I miss this the last time I was here?
Installed at Woodside.
Woodside Apartments, unable to install, requires new parts. New installation day, September 17th. K-Fam. Roller Ricky's. See, look, right there. Roller Ricky's has the Starling security system. Christine's Gas and Repair and St. Gabriel's Hospital. Suspicious. Dawn is suspicious. I knew from the moment she called in, I knew she was suspicious.
User manual. Ah, these codes should come in handy.
Entry code, alarm test deactivation code, alarm test code. Warning, this will set off all security measures. And maintenance call code. The Starling Security System 4000 comes with a range of features. The default codes for these features are listed below. Note, please change these codes immediately to prevent unwanted entry. Okay. Right, guess we can head back upstairs. I'm so glad it was right there. Holy cow, if I had to walk through that entire maze, I think I would get lost. Open sesame. Open sesame. Oh. Alright. Hey, Peggy.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
Nice.
Good. And did you find anything else?
I saw a list of everyone else who bought the Starling 4000. Know who was on there?
Oh my god. Roller Ricky! Do you think we should give him a call?
No, because
Is that crazy?
Dawn
I don't know
Dawn
what
could
to
be
say,
listening. Yeah, no need. The thing is, if we call Roller Ricky, we already know Dawn's pretty much listening in on the radio show, right? So I wouldn't say we should call Dawn. We shouldn't call Roller Ricky. So no
Just
need.
put me through to Don. I'll take care of this one way or another.
Okay, if you say so. When you're ready, shut the music off. Line 1, whenever you're ready.
Don, are you there? This is Forrest Nash from 189.16, The Stream.
Oh, thank God you're back. I'm so afraid. What's the code to the gate?
Hold up. Save. Okay, so because she's suspicious as heck, I'm gonna give the alarm test activation code. Because I'll be honest, Ricky and Max seem like a really good duo, so...
The code is 191519.
Thank you, Forrest.
Please.
Son of a bitch. Ah!
Oh no.
Is she?
Come on. Oh, gunshots.
Yeah, stay out! Nobody disrespects the sanctity of the ring!
Ricky.
Don't ever come back here again! I'm calling the cops!
Max.
Thank God.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ricky, get back inside and turn on the radio. Whoever that was, she was trying to break into the ring.
She? Forrest, man, you got no idea. That was him! That was the whistling man! The alarm gave me just enough time to get my rifle. I don't like hurting folk, but I can't let anything happen to Maxie. He's my best friend, you know? Listen, man, I'm heading back inside. Gonna barricade that window.
Oh,
My
Ricky.
man, thank you. You and Peggy can skate for free whenever you want, forever. That's a done deal.
Thanks, Ricky. Can't wait.
You got it. Talk to you soon.
Okay, Gallows Creek. Here's some music while we process what just happened.
So Dawn was the whistling man. I mean, I kind of had an idea, but I didn't... Oh, goodness.
So, the whistling man is a woman?
Oh. I know, I can't believe it. I had my suspicions. Yeah, I worked it out. I had my suspicion... I had my suspicions that she was suspicious, but I didn't think she was, you know... I thought maybe she was working with the whistling man. You thought we were gonna have to reload to save. I'm so glad we didn't. But honestly, even if Dawn was innocent, I hate to say this, but I would choose Maxie and Roller Ricky over her. She's... Considering this is a fictional scenario, but I would have still chosen Roller Ricky and Max over her, just based on vibes. Ding!
I had my suspicions.
Yeah, sure, Forrest. You just never mentioned it. She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
Yeah, she seemed pretty normal. I knew she wasn't right. I thought she was just regular Gallows Creek thing. I knew she wasn't right. She was just too insistent on certain things, you know?
I knew she wasn't right.
Is that right, Sherlock? Why do you think she requested that song?
To get me outside, to mess with us. Maybe she actually wanted it. Get me outside. Remember when she said that, okay, bye Onyx, have a good night. Remember when she said that she was helping out more than we think? Do you think she got us outside so that we'll run into Clive's things? But there's no way she would have known about the whole Clive secret locker, right? Mess with us?
To mess with us?
Yeah.
Unless she
maybe.
used to work at the station.
So, what now?
I guess
Or
I should
she-
make an announcement.
Or she
We do
was
have new
Clive's employer.
Okay, kill the music and you can make the announcement. Okay, you're live in 3, 2...
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely locked inside. For those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all. Here's our take. We now believe the killer is actually a woman. One who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you.
We're neighbors, look out for each other and stay safe. I'm sad to say, but it's time to trust no one. Oh no. What would you guys say in this scenario? Because, yeah, the whole we're neighbors, look out for each other and stay safe. That's good. But considering you don't know who to trust, like, if your neighbor... Because at this point, we didn't even know that the whistling man was a woman until now. So who knows if you're trusting... I'm sad to say, but it's time to trust no one. What would you even say to this? Trust no one? Look out for each other? Ay, ay, ay. Look out for each other is better than mass paranoia. Yeah, I think so too. I think so. Look out for each other. And stay... I guess the important part, stay safe. Stay indoors.
We're neighbors. Look out for each
I
other
don't know.
and stay safe. The killer was calling themselves Dawn.
I guess they could hurt each other on accident. That's true. Don't trust... No, don't not trust anyone. This could be a fake name. Who's the person... Who's the... Remember when we were down in Clive's little storage room? There was the Humpty Dumpty pamphlet? Who did we say that... What did that pamphlet say? Who was... It was George Barrow was Henry. But someone was Dawn. I can't remember who Dawn was. This could be a fake name.
This could be a fake name. If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call in. You folks have my new number, right? It's 911.
Oh my
Hopefully,
gosh,
our
that's so
next
cheesy.
caller can help shed some light
You
on
don't
the
remember?
killer.
Yeah, me neither. Dang it.
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call. You're through to Forrest Nash on 189.16, The Scream.
Hey, man.
Murphy?
Damn straight.
What's going on, Murphy? You in danger
Oh
again?
gosh.
Nah, man. I've just been listening to the show here at home. And since you asked folks to call in if they could help out, well, I'm calling. I don't know if I can say as much as other folks have, but I figure I wouldn't be a good role model to Fernando.
Oh right, his son Fernando.
You know?
Is that the junkyard dog? Yes, it is. Junkyard dog Murphy and his son Fernando. They also spelled appreciate it wrong right here. But you know what? I appreciate their effort. Okay, what have you got?
Sounds good. What have you got?
What do you want to know?
Well, what can you tell us?
Oh my
I don't know.
god.
Really?
All right. Well, do you know anything about the death of George Barrow?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. What about the killer herself?
Herself? Man, I didn't get my
He
ass
has a
kicked by
spirit.
lady. The man I
He's a little
went
confused.
toe-to-toe with was a man.
Oh.
You heard the last call, right, Murphy?
Yep.
So you know it's a woman, and you were trained by a VHS, Murphy.
I know, but
let's just move on. Do you know anything about the history of the
Two
Whistling
killers. I
Man?
feel like two killers is also very.
That's the first
I think two killers is also very likely because do you remember when she was trying to get us outside to pick up her stupid final, her stupid record? She was like, "Oh well, you know the killer's all the way over there. That's miles away. How could they get to you?" You remember when she was saying that? That sounded so shady. So maybe she had like her accomplice over there. I think it was like with the teenagers, right? Her accomplice was busy terrorizing the teenagers. So maybe she was actually nearby. That's how she was like that.
time I ever heard of him.
What?
I moved here 3 years ago, man. What do you want from me?
He's a bit confused, but he has the spirit. No worries.
Hey, man, no worries. Just thank you for trying.
Right. Sorry I couldn't help y'all more, man. Now, if you'd have asked me about gators.
Forrest.
Oh my god,
I
is
have
he a
call coming.
Florida man?
Sorry, Murphy. I think that's all we've got time for right now.
All right, all right. I'll catch y'all with the gator talk later. Night.
Well, folks, that was a bust. But perhaps our next caller has more they can tell us. Let's find out. This is Forrest Nash, and you're listening.
Please help me. My name is Casey Moore. I'm at 25 Nancy Drive. My best friend's been stabbed. He's bleeding everywhere.
Oh shoot.
I don't know what to do. Please help me.
What happened? Breathe. Is he still breathing?
Is he still breathing?
Yeah, but he's bleeding out fast. I really need help. Please.
Take a breath.
We'd been out at the reservoir. We were heading back to his place when we heard this whistling all of a sudden. He just started freaking
Whistling.
out. He screamed at me, told me to hide. I'd never seen him like that, and I just panicked and ran and hid in a bush.
Oh no. Forrest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone.
Oh,
I couldn't really hear or see
dear.
anything. It sounded like he might have known the person.
Is he
and they
another person
just
who was part of
stabbed
the...
him.
Was it the Whistling Man? Was it a woman? Was it the Whistling
Casey,
Man?
was his attacker the Whistling Man?
The who? They had a mask and wore all black? That's all I know. Please, we need help here.
I'll get you help, but I need to know. Where did the masked person go?
They left. They left him to bleed out. I waited until they were gone, then dragged him into the garage and called 911.
Oh,
Wait.
poor Casey.
Why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now,
It
is it?"
probably definitely had something to do with
Before they left, but
Barrow.
please, he needs to get to the hospital. I can't drive, so
Oh no, but the ambulance was blown up in the gas station thing.
The ambulance was destroyed
Yeah.
in the explosion at the gas station. You should get all the info you can.
Where's he hurt?
Can you tell us where your friend was stabbed?
they stabbed him in the stomach, and then stabbed him again in his leg when he was on the ground, and it's... Oh, the knife is still there in his leg.
What's your friend's name, Casey?
It's Jason Parker.
We don't know a Jason Parker, I don't think.
Patch us through to the hospital.
On it. Phoning St. Gabriel's now. Switch to line 2.
We don't know a Jason Parker.
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Forrest Nash from 189.
Oh, that's a horrible opening.
We have a stab victim at 25 Nancy Drive named Jason Parker. He's been stabbed in the stomach and the leg. He's bleeding heavily.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. But the ambulance is... well, you know.
I know, but please, we need something or he's going to die.
Forrest, listen, you're going to have to get him here. We need to see him, and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't have any way to drive him right now. And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
All right, listen. We need to buy him time to get here. That means stopping the blood first, and then finding
The
someone
blood
to
first?
stabilize him. To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm really sorry about this, but I have other patients who can't wait. All I can do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and then leave the rest to you.
Oh god, this entire thing is a nightmare. We don't have much choice.
We don't really have much choice. Hit me.
Hi, LP. Welcome back. I hope you had a good
I need
shower.
to get him comfortable and try to stem the bleeding. Lay him down.
Comfortable.
Apply continuous pressure directly to the affected areas. When the bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it over the wounds.
Get them comfortable. Apply
Apply-
pressure. Clean cloths when slowed. Got it, I think.
You said he was stabbed, right? If the object he was stabbed with is still in him,
Don't
take
take-
it out.
Don't.
Stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
I wouldn't have thought of that. It makes sense, though. God, that was a lot of info. But I think we can handle this.
Glad you got it so far, because there's more to go.
Are you sure you can't stay? Keep going. You know what? We need that info.
What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter shock. If he does, act fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it. Just apply another on top of it. If it's safe, elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs. Try to keep him warm. Get him to rest and reassure him. We need the patient to stay calm.
All right. Don't replace bandages. Elevate his
Elevate
legs.
legs,
Keep
keep
him
him
warm
warm.
and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now. Try to stop the bleeding, find someone to get him stabilized, and get him here as quick as you can. Good luck.
All right, Forrest. Casey's still on line 1.
Oh boy. You know, fun fact, I've actually had first aid training. I don't... You're still reading chapter 14, so you'll be lurking. Alright, enjoy the lurk.
Hello? Hello? Forrest, are you there?
Yeah, unfortunately. How are you holding up? How's Jason?
I'm here. How is Jason doing?
Badly. He's still bleeding.
Did I write all that down?
I've been putting
No.
pressure on his stomach wound since you left, but he's still bleeding. I don't know what to do.
That's good, Casey. The nurse said to do that.
I think most of this is pretty basic first aid though, so... No!
Pull it out?
No, don't touch the knife.
No, don't touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
This is why I can't do 911.
Don't worry,
I wouldn't
Casey.
be able to do
We're a
911.
team here. We're all going to get Jason through this. Casey, is his leg wound bleeding right now?
I hate looking at that knife. Yeah. It's bleeding. His stomach is worse, though.
I would say the stomach one is probably more severe. We need to secure the knife.
I think we need to secure the knife so it doesn't move around. Do you have anything you can tie around it?
Yeah. There's some laundry piled up on top of the dryer, some cloths on the hood of the car, and what else? I guess I've got my jacket.
Use the laundry, because I'm guessing the laundry would be clean, because it's on top of the dryer, which usually means that it's done.
Look in the laundry for something like a towel or a shirt. Hold that over the wound.
Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to buy you some new whites, Jason. Here we go.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Jason. It's secure. I'm putting pressure on his stomach again. I'm starting to think we might make it.
Forrest, can I have a word?
Now?
Now isn't the best time, Peggy. Can it wait?
Forrest, it's kind of important.
All right. Give me a second. Casey, I'm going to have a quick word with Peggy.
Did I save? You're right. You're so right.
Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control. You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
We'll still be here. Just shout if you need anything, and we'll be there. I promise.
Okay. I'll wait. Jason, please be okay.
What's up, Peggy?
We can't stay on the line with her all night. Dawn is still out there. What if other people need us?
You're right. She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
Exactly. And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with training who can stabilize him. He's got to get to the hospital somehow.
She'll have to try him. Any suggestions? Could somebody nearby help?
Could somebody nearby help them? Maybe drive them to the hospital?
You know, that's exactly what I was wondering.
Do you have anybody in mind?
I might. A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid training course. Me and
Mandatory
Karen
first
missed
aid's
it because
good.
we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you? Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Yeah? Why?
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any of them could help Casey and Jason?
Probably, but I don't know who lives there. And since I missed the training day, I don't know who knows first aid.
Oh,
Could you
God.
call them and ask?
I don't know everybody's numbers. I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is probably in Reggie's office.
Got it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office. It's a life or deff situation. I'm sure they won't mind.
Right. But there are
You'll be surprised by some people who would... Oh, no. Sorry.
It's sensitive information, so Reggie probably locked it in his safe.
Great. Great. Do you have any idea what the combo for the safe could be?
Not a clue. Reggie's a serial note taker, though. Maybe something in his office will give it away. Right. There is something else.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
no.
like this, am I?
Have you ever heard, "The future is floppy"?
Peggy, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about floppy disks.
Are all...
Floppy disks are like these futuristic things that have information on them. You put them in a computer and they do
Aw, floppy disks
Peggy,
are these
I know what a floppy
futuristic
disk is.
things.
something. Anyway, Reggie decided that the future is floppy and started phasing out our physical records and replacing them with these floppy disks. I imagine it's the same for our personnel files.
That's good to know. Since we haven't heard anything from Casey, I'm guessing Jason's okay for now. I'll check out Reggie's office and see what I can find.
You'll need a key for that. I'll just slide it under my door now.
Thanks, Peggy.
Dang, Peggy has all the
Just have to
keys.
look
What the
around.
heck? Okay.
Good. I'll patch my mic down to the office, so you'll hear me over the intercom.
Okay, Reggie's office. Whew. If I recall correctly, is it Reggie's office? Reggie's office was somewhere in the really suspicious looking area right here. Private.
Looks
Okay.
like I need a 4-digit code.
4-digit code for the safe. Okay. This certificate is to certify that Reginald Scott has successfully completed the standard course in first aid to the injured, issued by St. Gabriel's Hospital. Yeah, I did my first aid course years ago. I wouldn't trust myself with first aid anymore. What is this? Alien sightings number 75 UFO over park. Okay, Reggie. Insert floppy disk. Chalupa Cabras. A Taste of Mexico. Chalupa Cabras, Axedown Lane. Soda, nachos, chalupa, churros, salsa dip, tomato salsa. For $25.40. Dang. Best boss. Ask Jeannie where those tapes are. It's been weeks now. Overdue. Clive, if you're reading this, stop stealing my post-it notes. Okay, there's a floppy disk here. Deep cuts. Pizza delivery killer who kills with a pizza cutter. Free slice on me. Terrifyingly, there is never any pizza. What happened to the original delivery guy? Maybe write him in as final girl's boyfriend? Protagonist is college student Megan. Surname to follow. She's smart, beautiful, resourceful, and lactose intolerant. Amplifies the divide between her and the pizza killer. Takes place on November 7th. Very important date for the town. Great Goose Gathering. Event where a large number of geese appear suddenly and save the town from starvation. Try to link this into the greater story. Need to kill off Megan's support network throughout the movie. Like Acts 3, but even scarier. Maybe partner with Ponte's Pizza for the launch? January 10th orders Just received a pizza cutter and tickets to the movie. Okay, looks like he's writing his own B-slasher. Looks like Reggie's writing his own slasher movie. Act 4 ever. Need to write pitch document. Good title. Bring back original protagonist and villain. That's much text. Okay, what's this? Hint, very important date. Okay, what's the date of the Great Goose Gathering? I want to believe. Alright, what was the Great Goose Gathering again? November 7. Hey, November 7th. My birthday is November 8th.
Nice.
Of course. Alright, floppy disks. Personnel file, John Hedges. Let's take a look at John Hedges' file. Is there? There we go. Holy cow, that took me too long to press that button. Alright. Oh, Jesus! What's that? What was that? Did you guys hear that? Did I freak myself out? John Hedges, newsreader. July 19th. John refused to engage with first aid training during the course. I know he was a war medic, but it was station policy to send everyone regardless. John apparently has a bunch of medical equipment in his home that he procured in the military at the end of his service. Is that legal? Do I need to report him? Spoke to John again about eating the free samples that Brad gets sent for his reviews. He said he'll stop, but he said that the last 3 times too. Is it un-American to reprimand a war vet? Okay. Oh, I don't like this. Peggy Weaver. Oh, Peggy's file. Let's take a look.
Hey, Peggy. I think Reggie's on to you and Karen. Maybe don't bring those little drink umbrellas into work for a while.
What? Why are you reading my file? You need to find someone who can help Casey. We already know I can. Don't waste time.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I can read the rest of this later.
I've never seen someone gel with everybody quickly as Peggy can. Her, Karen, and Barbara have really become a little family already. Maybe we need to run the station on girl power. Hopefully it's cheaper than electric. Sometimes I wonder if Peggy secretly wants her own show. She hasn't been shy about getting involved in the calls on the screen. Sometimes it feels as though Forrest could just leave for a coffee mid-call and nobody would know. Peggy and Karen have missed another work event, this time first aid training because of their training sessions. Their collections of cocktail parasols grow after each session. Why are they doing training sessions at a bar? Trying to get dirt on Peggy, right? Ooh, Forrest Nash. All right, Forrest, let's see what they have to say about yours.
Get a load of this, Peggy. Apparently, I'm a lone wolf type.
Forrest, what are you doing? We don't have time for this. We have a man literally dying on the line, and we're more interested in you.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I really should.
Oh my god, his address is come on in. I can't believe we actually got the Forrest Nash here in Gallows Creek. His motivation may be low, his demands are a bit beyond our means, and he's currently blacklisted from any reputable station, but honestly, we don't have a reputation to lose. Forrest isn't really integrating with the team, seems to have this lone wolf thing going on. Heard him call Jeannie, Janine, and Brenda in his first week. Hopefully this changes when he gets settled. I've paired Forrest with Peggy for his show. They seem to have developed a relationship of sort pretty quickly, which is good because we sure don't have the show budget to pair him with Karen. Hi, Fire Spirit. Are you late? Depends on when you wanted to get here. All right, personnel. Bradley Carter. When I hired Brad as our station's food critic, people said I was crazy. We only have 3 takeout places and a diner. What's the point? To them, I say you can't be afraid to explore the darkest reaches of the unknown, or Henderson. Bradley and Barbara seem to be spending an awful lot of time together. I didn't realize she was so interested in Brad's work. Maybe I should join one of their after-work meetings sometimes. I've always wanted to learn more about food. Brad and Barbara ended up missing most of our first aid training session. Brad made a joke about practicing mouth-to-mouth, and Barbara got really upset and stormed off. Joke wasn't that bad. Ooh, Reggie is kind of airheaded. Reggie's kind of an airhead. How can you be that oblivious? Karen. Karen has really stepped up in her duties in recent months. She has fully taken on Hamish's show alongside the Timberline twins ever since West left us. Hopefully she doesn't get any ideas about being paid double. Karen has started mentoring Peggy. I think this will be really good for Peggy. They are even doing team building training getaways to improve efficiency. Update. I'm starting to suspect that these producer training getaways are being strategically timed. They've now both missed Secret Santa, First Aid training, and the Teddy Gallows Jr. station visit. I don't blame them for missing the Teddy Gallows station visit. And finally, Barbara. Barbara is really getting on well with all of the staff here. Everybody gave her great feedback at our last review. I get the feeling there's something going on with her and Brad. Call it a hunch. Barbara got another cat recently. She must have at least 5 now. Daisy, Murphy, Penelope, Freddie, and Lord Winston. I'll need to monitor productivity going forward. The cat photos are a big distraction for the rest of the team. Barbara laughed when I told her about the concept for my new horror script. I don't care what she thinks. A story about an alien egg at the center of the Earth set to hatch on February 30th is a great idea. Why else would we avoid having a February 30th? Yeah. You go, Reg. You go, Reggie. 10 out of 10. Let's head back upstairs. So I think it's got to be John. Because what was it? He was like a war medic. Barbara and Bradley were being too into each other. Well, Barbara stormed off. I don't remember about Bradley, but I think it's got to be John. Hello? Am I missing something? Wait, did I mess up? Did I mess up? Was I supposed to intercom her down there? Hold up. You think so? Yeah, I think so. Was I supposed to? I think I was supposed to intercom her. Oh.
Hey, Peggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
Man, that was useless. I was already upstairs. I think I know who to call.
I know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
All right, good work. Who should I...
Hello? Is anybody there?
Ooh.
Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale.
Oh no.
Everywhere. What's happening? What do I do?
Yeah, he's going into
It
shock.
sounds like he's going into shock. Casey, just stay calm. It's going to be okay.
But the bleeding seems to slow down.
That's
Did I
good.
mess up? Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done everything right. I need you to listen to me, okay? For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
Elevate his legs.
Casey, I need you to elevate Jason's legs.
Congratulations, Fire
We
Spirit.
need to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt. Okay. I propped his legs up on some boxes.
I'm looking at my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible. Do you have anything you could use nearby, Casey?
Yeah. I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second.
Oh.
Sorry. Jason's bleeding through his bandages. Should I get him new ones? Or...
No, stack it.
Oh, God.
Add an additional.
Don't remove the bandage. Apply another one on top of it. Do you still have something you can use?
I've used the rest of the laundry to keep him warm, so... I'll use my jacket. I can always get a new one.
Aw, Casey.
Bandage and get him warm. Hold on, please. Sorry. I'm done. You're gonna be okay, Jason. Just relax now, okay?
Forrest, I'm scared. He's not doing well. Is he?
Is he gonna...
Be strong for Jason. It's not looking good. He's gonna be fine. Be strong for
Casey,
Jason.
I need you to be strong for Jason. Sit with him and reassure him that everything's gonna be okay. Okay?
Okay. Please. I can't give him what he needs. Please send help. I can't lose him.
All right, Forrest, we need a hurry.
Aw.
Jason doesn't sound like he's doing too well. You said you knew who to call earlier? Who was it?
John Hedges.
He called John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's probably the most trained
Oh, it's
person we
3 a.m.
have.
right now.
Really? I never really spoke to him before. A war medic, huh?
Yeah, and according to Reggie's notes, John keeps all of his old equipment at his house. He's something of a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
5420735.
Calling now. Let's hope he picks...
Who the hell is this calling me at... What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at KFAM. We have an emergency and we need your help.
Forrest? If this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning. Just leave me a note like everybody else.
It's a medical emergency.
John, no, this is a medical emergency. A man has been stabbed by the Whistling Man, or... Never mind. He's badly hurt and he's going to die unless we get someone to him now.
The Whistling Man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding. A man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
Seriously? I haven't been called on for over 10 years. Where's the patient? What's his condition?
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed? Do you know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has 2 major stab wounds. One to the stomach and one to the leg. The knife is still in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood. Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over. Damned if he dies on my watch.
Thank you, John. We'll let him know you're on your way.
Good luck.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
How is he now?
What now? Is he still thrashing?
Wait, that was a really bad question because he should literally just said that.
Someone to help.
Casey, help
Let's
is
go,
on the way.
John,
My
right?
colleague will be there soon.
You hear that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just fine.
I could sense like the war medic just sinking back into him. Oh dang, that was fast.
first, Peggy. Don't you two worry. We've got this from here.
Okay. Forrest, we'll call you back later. I have to go now. Good luck, everyone.
You ran like hell. Oh, for sure.
He's gonna be all right.
And with that, the show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jason.
Yeah, I feel like John Hedges had his like his protagonist moment.
I think we could use some music.
Come back upstairs when you're ready.
His moment has finally come. John's been waiting for this moment for over 10 years. You know, like that meme of like, you know, dads who hoard a bunch of like random miscellaneous things, and then they finally find use for it one day down the line, and they're like, oh, I have that item. That's John right now with his medical equipment. He's like, I knew I have all this equipment for something. Okay. Don't tell me I have to go back down.
This is I'm Coming to Getcha by Vice. One of the best tunes this year.
It's getting pretty late. This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it. Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
Oh! In that case, I think this might be a good place to pause the game. Oh, that's nice. Awesome. Hold on, let me save that then. Okay. So we learned a lot this time. We learned a lot. I wonder how much of this... I wonder how much of the story is left. You know? So what did we learn? We learned that this is all stemming from... Oh, shoot, I don't know how long ago it was. But George Barrow... So at first we thought the Whistling Man was just out here, you know, just killing random citizens. You know, the whole ghost of, what's his name, Mooney, the serial killer. And because it's Whistling Night, he decided to come back. But now we know that everyone who he targeted has something to do with George Barrow. Everyone except for Roller Ricky and Jason. Because we don't know what their thing is. Like, why are they targeting Roller Ricky and Jason? Except Roller Ricky and Jason definitely know something about it, because remember when Roller Ricky was like, oh, I got into a bad crowd and like I did things that I wasn't proud of? I think that had something to do with it. And as for Jason, Jason told Casey to run, and then he went up to talk to the Whistling Man. So Jason probably also knew what was going on, but we don't know what. There's a female killer in cahoots with a guy. Yes, the Whistling Man could be a man and a woman, or a woman and a woman, or maybe just a woman. But I'm pretty sure there's probably two because of the whole... That would make sense, because remember in my first stream there was the reporter guy, the guy who worked at the newspaper place. When he trapped the Whistling Man in the secret archives room, and then he came back with a bunch of friends and the guy in the archive was gone, there were two. So that one of them probably let that guy out. He wasn't a ghost, he didn't ghost out, he had help. Yeah, they were gone. So he definitely had help. What else? Poor Casey, though. And then there was also... Hold on. Dawn is probably definitely someone from that Humpty Dumpty pamphlet. You know, the whole this person has Dawn thing? I just don't remember who it was. Actually, Keith Walker, Marie Campbell, part of the drama and theater club. Marie Campbell? Would it be Marie? Maria's Dawn? Does that sound familiar? Stanley King, Kim Walker, Rebecca Allen, Anto... Maybe it was Marie Campbell, I don't know. So, Chuck Brody also had something to do with it. Right, Chuck Brody. We don't know what Chuck's whole thing about it was, but Chuck also had something to do with whatever happened to George Barrow. You're bad with names? I'm bad with names and dates. So we don't... Like, Brody knew about it, but we just don't know what his whole thing is, because when we warned him about it, he was like, oh my gosh, this year of all years, I forgot about it. So Brody definitely knew something about it. Oh, but there was also the kid in the corn maze. What's his deal? Why? He didn't even sound old enough to... Him and Jimmy the teenager, neither of them seem old enough to be a part of the whole George Barrow thing. So why go after them? Jimmy, maybe because he was imitating the Whistling Man, but but why? But why? So many questions. Maybe related to someone who was? What was the kid's name? I don't even remember his name. The kid, the romantic kid, you know. Festival victims. Wait. Did I read this one? Hold up. Beep beep, lookout tragedy. 5 dead, 16 injured after brakes fail on bus. Tragedy struck Gallows Creek yesterday afternoon after a bus failed to stop and crashed into a fuel tanker. The deceased have been identified as Gallows Creek locals Mr. D. Rudd, Mr. M. Houghton, Mr. P. Stein, Mrs. K. Stein, and Miss J. Mildred. Police have asked for privacy for the families of the victims. The incident is not being treated as suspicious. 77. Stein. Oh wait, no, Stein would have been here. Remember when I said that? Oh, that was the part I was, I got the right answer choosing Chuck Brody, but this was the part that was missing over with Kim Walker. Because I was like, well, Kim Walker could be at the hospital, but no, she died because she married Peter Stein and became Kim Stein, and then she died in this truck collision. And then these two aren't even in town, so it had to be Brody. Okay, that's what I was missing. Okay. But yeah, it makes me wonder, what was the kid's name? Does anyone remember the kid's name? Would it be spoilers if I searched up the kid's name? You know what? Maybe I'll go back into my own stream and see. That way I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just looking up my own stream. Hold up. Okay, kid, what was your name? Alright, kiddo. I keep thinking that like the kid has like the girl who stood him up? I keep thinking that her name's like Evangeline because of Princess and the Frog. You know, like the firefly and the way he fell in love with the moon and calls her his Evangeline. So I keep thinking that it's him. Eugene. His name was Eugene. Do we have a last name? Eugene. Okay, dude. Oh, his beau's name was Molly. What's your name? What do you have for us today? Eugene Stein. Eugene Stein. So he is Kim Walker's. You were right, Say What Now. You were right, because related to someone who was. He was related to Kim Walker, but I'm guessing because the Whistling Man can't go after Kim Walker, he went after her son? That's a douchebaggy thing to do. That's a douchebaggy thing to do. What was it? Sins of the father and stuff. I wonder if we're gonna hear anything about Rebecca Allen and Aunt Williams. Ah. Science Club. Interesting. Wow. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how much of the game we have left, but I wonder if next stream's gonna be like our finale. One more stream? 2 more streams of this maybe? I don't know, but we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere, and then we're gonna quit this radio station. Radio station. Yeah, I think we're getting close. Oh. But you know what? That was pretty good. What? I hope you guys had a good time with this too. I hope you guys had a good time. I'm gonna call it a day now. Luckily, I think Peggy's break came at a really good time for me. How much more can happen? Right? I don't know how much more can happen, but wherever it's going, I think it's gonna have. I hope it has a satisfying conclusion. I wonder if we're ever gonna get a face reveal. But also, what did Forrest do to get him blacklisted from every radio station? That's interesting to me. The high stress of the recent events. You enjoyed the high stress of the recent events. Me. I definitely prefer to be. You know how they were like, what's her name? The 911 operator. She was like, I prefer to be on your end of the call. Yeah, I kind of prefer being on your end of the stream when it comes to high stress stuff. No worries. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys look forward to maybe the finale, if not at least like the next stream of Killer Frequency. So yeah, I'm gonna go drink some water and then I'm gonna go eat dinner. So I hope you guys are all able to rest well as well and enjoy the rest of your day, night, evening, whatever. So yeah, thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.